Hi, I'm Antonietta, lead trainer at P.volve. Today is the first workout in the pelvic floor strengthening series where you'll be applying the concepts Dr. Amy introduced, putting them into action. We're gonna learn how the pelvic floor can be an integral part of creating functional movement and support throughout exercising. So let's get started lying down on your back. We're gonna review some of those concepts that Dr. Amy introduced. So placing your hands like a diamond right over your navel, take some of those deep belly diaphragmatic breaths. Inhaling in, letting the belly rise, and then as you exhale, just thinking of emptying completely. And I love the hands as a diamond on the abdominals, so you can actually feel on the inhale how your diamond gets a little bigger, and as you exhale, just feeling the belly release. Good, one more time, big belly breath, breathe in. And exhale. Good. Now applying that pelvic floor activation, you breathe in, let the belly expand, and as you exhale, you think you're stopping the flow of urine, contracting vaginally, rectally, and the tailbone flexes. Breathing in, letting that go completely, deep belly breath. Exhale, contract vaginally, rectally, the tailbone flexes. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, like you're stopping the flow of urine, that elevator riding all the way up. Good, and release. So when I say the tailbone flexes, you're not trying to tuck under and bring the tailbone under. This is happening naturally. It's just what is happening while you're contracting in that base of the pelvis, right? You wanna think of this like a slingshot. It's this system, it's this pelvic bracing that pulls in and up. Good, let's do it one more time, just focusing on the pelvic floor. Breathing in, exhale, close through the pelvic floor. Think of the pelvic floor riding up. Good, now adding the abdominals, we're gonna breathe in. Find that pelvic brace, exhale, engage, ride your elevator, the pelvic floor up, 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 pulling navel into spine and thinking of all that lift and activation. Breathing in, you wanna make sure you can let go just as much as you're activating, right? So there's yin to the yang. All right, let's take it one more time and then we're gonna bring this into some movement. Breathe in. Exhale, engage. Close vaginally, rectally, tailbone naturally flexes, abdominals pull in, lift up, 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 and let it go. Good. Now, as you're doing that, you wanna have that neutral pelvis, right? So I'm not arching, I'm not tucking, I'm just keeping my spine neutral. Let's play with that a little bit by bringing the legs up to a diamond position. So we're gonna breathe in, let the belly expand, and as you exhale, think of contracting, and now actually tuck under, lift the toes, and release. Breathe in. Exhale, contract through the pelvic floor. Find that deep lower belly activation to let go. Let's take this about 5 more times. So we're actively now exhaling, engaging, feeling the support of the pelvic floor and really using the abdominals. So especially after delivery, depending on where you're at in your postnatal journey, you wanna think about the abdominals kind of cinching together again. 2 more times, exhale, scoop the belly, toes are going straight up. I'm feeling all of this engagement through my lower abdominals. And 1 more time, exhale, activate, lift, and release. Good. Feet to the floor, relax your thighs, relax your glutes, find your neutral pelvis, right? So again, you can even try arch the back a little bit, round under, make that a little bit smaller and smaller until you're right in the center, your neutral spine. From here, we're gonna inhale, exhale, think of contracting, pelvic bracing, push into your feet, roll under, scoop the tailbone up, and squeeze your glutes. So we're coming into a bridge. feeling that natural activation, right? That timing at the top, and then rolling down through your spine. So I'm teaching you how to engage using the pelvic floor to really lift up and find all of that support at the top, and then rolling down. Let's do this 3 more times, pushing into the feet, thinking of that lift, pressing down, scooping up, and I'm feeling so much more engagement when I'm using the pelvic floor to take these movements. So you can even try one without using the engagement, just press down and lift up, and see how bracing through the abdominals and activating those deep pelvic floor muscles helps you feel this sense of support. I can feel every muscle in my lower body, even my thighs, my glutes, more active as I use that activation. Good. From here, we found neutral spine. Keep the spine neutral. Bring your knees up to a tabletop position. So I'm imagining my shins are on a tabletop surface. My hands come to my ribs. I think of knitting my rib cage together. I'm gonna keep neutral spine, and I'm just gonna start to articulate one thigh down at a time, coming to my toe taps here. So there's a lot happening. Yeah, I'm feeling those lower abdominals that I really worked before with those pokes, thinking of engaging through the abdominal wall, thinking of using the pelvic floor, especially as I lift up, exhale. You got about 4 more here. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. 3, 2, and last one. All right, hug the knees, let that go. We're gonna roll on up, and we're gonna take this to all 4s. So I line myself up with my shoulders underneath my wrists. My knees are under the hips. Now I want you to shift back and feel how naturally the pelvic floor opens up. And then as we come forward to all 4s, you can feel that zipper. So I'm gonna refer to this as your pelvic bracing, right? And we wanna feel all of that contraction in the pelvic floor in the abdominals. Now feel free to stay here, but if you're ready to take it up a notch, let's tuck the toes, cover the knees, shifting back, and then really feeling now how that pelvic floor activation can help you find this super strong plank, right? My hips are right in line with my shoulders. I'm squeezing every single time I shift forward. 4 more. This is hard work. Inhale, exhale, engage, activate, shift, use your abs. Let it go. 3, feel the sits bones spread, engage. 2 more. 2. Really use your breath. I always like to tell people to exhale and make it audible. Amazing. Bring your knees down. So you're gonna take your right forearm to the mat, left arm out. You're gonna take your left leg, lift it up, and then squeeze it down. So really working to build strength in the glutes here. Yeah, the whole lower body. Thinking of as you close the knee, that's when we wanna tap into that activation. So inhale, open, exhale, adduction, right? Adduction means you're bringing the inner thighs, you're bringing a point closer towards your center. So I want you to feel, you're gonna see this in later workouts, how that hugging in of the inner thighs is a natural moment for you to really use the pelvic floor. Now adding on, you're gonna stretch the leg as you inhale, exhale, squeeze, engage the abs. You've got 4 more here. Finding that strength, that stability, coming in through center. 2 more. Maybe even think squeeze the inner thighs. Yes, 1 more time. Good. Squeeze, activate. Last one, we're gonna take it out. Bend the knee, flex the foot. You inhale, knee in, exhale, press. So I want you to feel, once again, bringing the leg in. As you're pushing out, we've got that activation setting us up for success. Yes, The more I can pull the pelvic floor, pull the abdominals in, the more power I have here through my right, your left leg, yes? 2 more times, bringing it in, good, pressing out, and I'm definitely feeling a burn right here in my underside standing glute. Good, last one, point your toes. Start to take little tiny lifts, squeezing right on that outer glute. Now I want you to test this out for yourselves. We're gonna hold a pelvic floor activation for 8 more little lifts and see if that allows you to reach your left arm up for 6, for 5, feeling all that strength in the center, out through your fingertips, out through your toes. This is 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a rest, breathe, and let's take this all on the other side. So from here, you're gonna come down to your left forearm and we're gonna practice moving away and towards the center line of your body. So you open the right leg and you close. Good. Inhaling, exhale, think squeeze. Good, take it out, engage the pelvic floor, pull in. Yeah, and I always want you to think of activating through the pelvic floor and then moving. So there's a little bit of this timing where we can engage and then allow that engagement to even strengthen the movement even further. Good, inhaling, extend the leg, exhale, squeeze the pelvic floor to coil the leg back in. Let's take 4, squeeze, bring the leg in. Good, you've got 2 more times here. Ooh, my outer glute is definitely burning. I hope yours is too. Good, activate. Last one, bend the knee, flex the foot. Here we go, we're gonna pull the knee into the elbow, press it back. Good, pulling in, exhale, squeeze and press, right? So I feel so powerful. The movement is literally coming from the core of my body, right? Pelvic floor contracts. It gives me so much energy, so much strength out through the heel. Good, 4 more times. In, exhale, press. Nice and strong, right? Like I'm moving through something thick. 2 more times. In, exhale, press, and your last one, hold it out, point your toe, little tiny lifts, right? Squeezing right at the base of the glute. Now feel this, let the pelvic floor help you get stable. Contract, maybe right arm up, you got 8, and 7, and 6, feel the squeeze, lengthen through the knee. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Take a deep breath in and out. Exhale. Good. And roll yourselves up. So hopefully you learned how the pelvic floor can really be utilized to strengthen your movements, strengthen your body. We'll see you for the next episode where we work on posture and the pelvic floor in combination.